Brigid Umbra was born into the Umbra family, fishers by trade, in the dense and sprawling coastal city of Blackwater Bay. Nestled between the turbulent sea and dark forests, the city was as mysterious as it was bustling. Her father, Cormac, was a stoic man whose love for the sea was only rivaled by his dedication to his family. Her mother, Aislinn, a warm and pragmatic woman, often spun tales of the ocean, mixing local folklore with cautionary truths. Brigid adored her younger brother Finn, whose laughter often echoed through the labyrinth of narrow streets and fishing docks, lightening even the darkest of days. Blackwater was a city perpetually on the edge of myth and reality. Shadows lingered a moment too long, and whispers of sentient vines and animated flora infiltrating the city's alleyways were common tavern chatter. The leadership, a council led by the practical yet skeptical Mayor Tavish, dismissed such tales as superstition, emphasizing trade and progress over old wives' fears, much to the tension of the citizens who lived in their shadows. From a young age, Brigid felt drawn to the natural world, often retreating from the cacophony of city life to immerse herself in the rhythm of the waves. Her inner peace, however, was shattered one fateful evening when Finn disappeared while playing near the city's overgrown edges. Despite a search as exhaustive as the tides, led in part by her father's resolve and her mother's desperate prayers, no trace of Finn was found. Most were ready to blame the city's twisted geography, but Brigid couldn't shake her conviction that the encroaching supernatural flora were responsible. Her grief turned to obsession and her curiosity to determination. This transition was spurred by a harrowing encounter with a sentient vine that nearly ensnared her in its grasp. Had it not been for the intervention of Callum, an experienced ranger and old family friend. Recognizing Brigid's potential and need for purpose, Callum took her under his wing, teaching her the art of the Gloom Stalker. Brigid honed her skills in shadowy navigation and urban survival, fueled by a personal vendetta against the sinister decay she believed lurked beneath her city's surface. However, Brigid's path was not without personal challenges. Her obsession often pushed her into isolation, and her tendency to distrust those around her created friction with potential allies. This was best exemplified in her rocky relationship with Captain Alara, a pragmatic and skeptical city guard leader who viewed Brigid's vigilante activities with wary eyes. Conversely, Brigid found unexpected camaraderie in Dara, a fellow vigilante driven by his own family's misfortunes linked to Blackwater's secrets. As she matured, Brigid learned to balance her protective instincts with the need to rely on others, lessons often imparted by Callum and reinforced by her evolving friendship with Dara. Together, they uncovered whispers of an ancient druidic curse, speculated to have been unleashed inadvertently by an ambitious mage in the city's past. A thread they resolved to follow. Now, a decade later, with her longbow slung over her shoulder, and her senses keen to every rustle of leaves and shift of shadow, Brigid Umbra steps purposefully through her beloved Blackwater Bay. Her quest is twofold: to protect those vulnerable from the supernatural menace that claimed her brother, and to seek out allies willing to join her in uncovering the city's deepest secrets. As the shadows gather, Brigid stands as both guardian and seeker, determined to face whatever lies within the mystery that defines her home.